Stop consuming, start creating. Probably something you've heard before, or even many times before. But yet, many of us still don't create enough, or create way less than they consume. Some of us don't create, but just consume. But I've noticed, I stand behind this. It's way better to create more and to consume less, especially me. I consume way too much digital media, like YouTube videos. But I'm trying to, change it. I'm trying to make some videos myself, and in the future possibly some other stuff that I'm trying to create. But if you don't yet create, you should start creating. And whoa, this is very bright. But you should start creating. And probably, if you're watching my video, you probably watch other videos as well, of course. But that's okay, consuming some videos or watching some videos, watching some content, whether it is like YouTube videos, maybe you read some articles, or you read some blogs, or you watch some Instagram reels. It can be okay, but don't overdo it, because it's easy to overdo it. It's easy to just consume and just don't create. It's easy to consume and to not create, which is something you should steer clear of, in my opinion. At least if you want to get something out of the internet, because we all got these crazy pieces of technology in front of us, but many of us don't even harness its power. Many of us don't use it to create, we just use it to consume. And that's a trap that you should avoid. You have this powerhouse in your hands often, this technological powerhouse, your phone. You can do many things with that. You can make videos, you can make pictures, you can write articles, whatever. You can create a community, you can promote your other projects with it. But you have to do it. You have to get into the mindset of creating more than consuming. You have to get into the mindset of, how can I utilize this piece of technology to my advantage? How can I make something with this that will benefit me? Because I know, if you watch content, and perhaps, I think a lot of us are addicted to it. A lot of us waste a lot of time with it. Especially then, it's important that you dial the consumption down. And a great replacement, or a great thing to start doing then with the newfound time, is creating stuff. It doesn't have to be a video. Let's say you like making art, you like painting, make that and use the piece of technology you have at hand to promote it, or to share it online, perhaps. It's just that if you do not create anything, in my opinion, you won't go that far. It's to be proactive in the creation of stuff is, in my opinion, a very valuable skill. If you can overcome the consumption, and let me tell you, I think many of us struggle with this. If you can overcome the consumption and create stuff, the benefits or the opportunities coming your way could be crazy. And if you just keep consuming, of course nothing new is gonna come to you. You're just gonna stay in the same place you're in right now, and then you've missed an opportunity. So it's just important that you start to see the opportunities first. You can make videos, create art. You don't have to keep watching something to get an idea of what you want to do, or to get inspiration, because I've fallen into that trap many times, and I gotta admit, I still do. It's not easy to go from this consuming mindset to the creating mindset. For years, some of us have been just consuming, not creating anything. And it's not something you're gonna undo in 1, 2, 3. I get that. It doesn't have to be in 1, 2, 3. But just start with it, After this video, maybe decide on a project you're gonna do. And, make like a little, perhaps a schedule. You don't have to. You can just go for it, but just set a goal of, let's say you make 1 piece of art per week, or you make 3 videos per week, and then just set out to do it. It can be as simple as that. Just get into the habit of, alright, I'm not just gonna consume random information. I'm not just gonna consume useful information, which, okay, sometimes it can be useful, absolutely, but get into the habit of creating, get into the habit of adding value to the internet, to other people. And once you start doing that, if you stay consistent with it, perhaps you get value out of it. If you keep on going, you stay persistent, eventually something positive will come from it. But you gotta stick it out. So that's the lesson I want to give, or I want to talk about today. Maybe it doesn't just have to be purely, to get out of the consuming mindset. It doesn't have to be purely creating right now. You can also just, get bored. That's a very good thing. I see, if I allow myself to get bored, eventually I get so bored that I just want to do something. And then it becomes easy to make a video. Then it becomes easy to write an article. Then it becomes easy to work out or do a sport. Or it becomes more easy to socialize. The consuming habit is a downward spiral. And I'm sure you recognize this from your own life. Once you get into the loop of, scrolling the reels or the TikToks, whatever, you'll see, oh shit, it's been an hour. And then, or even longer. And this can happen multiple times a day. So use your time in a valuable way. add some value to other people's lives. You know, make something cool, whatever. Just do something. Don't just consume. You know, creation is the skill right now. Because in the future, let's say you continue just consuming. Alright, what will happen? Maybe, okay, yeah, you keep doing the same habits. You keep consuming at least 1 hour or 3 hours of videos each day. Okay, down, let's say after 5 to 10 years, where will you be? Will your situation be in the same place, or will it be at a place that is beneficial? A place where you say, okay, this is where I want to be, and be honest with yourself. For me personally, if I just keep consuming, my life will not be good. And if I look back now and I think, let's say 3 years back or 5 years back, if I would have started creating more then, you know, only if I did that. But now, the next best time is to start now. So that's just what I want to tell you guys. Stop consuming and start creating. And you know, share your work in the comments. And then let's see who actually takes action, or who is just going to keep on consuming and not creating. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and until the next one. Bye.